Jade Helm 15, a military training exercise that will take place in Texas and 6 other states, has been the subject of rumor and conspiracy across the internet.
The designation of Texas as hostile territory has fueled those concerns, but it is the beginning of it could be the beginning of an invasion of Texas, as some believe, or is it just part of military war games?
Investigative reporter Shaley has spoken with local officials and those involved in Jade Helm 15 to get the facts. She joins us now with the latest. Shaley?
Karen and Abner, Jade Helm 15 is a multi-state Department of Defense approved training exercise that will take place across these 7 states. The leak of unclassified military documents has fueled a lot of rumors and conspiracy theories on the internet. This page especially, you can see here it labels Texas, Utah, and a portion of California as hostile territories. The Army says these were notes used to brief local level government officials on the exercise, and the labels were just for training purposes. However, some residents are still concerned. So you said you've received hundreds of questions about Jade Helm 15. There's a lot of hysteria.
Hundreds of emails, hundreds of phone calls. Some of them have been frantic.
Lubbock County Judge Tom Head, who is the statutory county director of emergency management, says he began looking into Jade Helm 15 a little more than a month ago.
In the course of my investigations, I have not found any concrete verifiable evidence to make me think that it's anything other than a military training exercise. From what I understand, nothing concerning Jade Helm is going to be above Interstate 20.
We requested a list of Texas counties that would be included in the military exercise. They are spread out across the state. The Public Affairs Office tells us portions of the training will take place on public property coordinated with government officials and also on private land volunteered by landowners. And while some are happy to help,
we're training the military and the special operations people specifically to go out and defend our country.
Others remain skeptical.
Everybody's on edge. Everybody has a lot of questions. I think the military could do a little better job explaining what their intentions are.
Lieutenant Colonel Mark Lastoria, the U.S. Army Special Operations Command spokesman, spent 2 hours answering residents' questions at a meeting in Bastrop County.
We're going to be doing this, conducting the training exercise safely and courteously. We're not going to interfere with their privacy or their rights with this.
But still, some are unconvinced.
Would the court be offended if I told the colonel that I didn't believe a single word that he just said?
Colonel Lastoria told us part of the concern surrounding these exercises stems from the leak of these unclassified documents, which labels Texas as a hostile state.
This is in preparation for the financial collapse and maybe even Obama not leaving office. I mean, I'm telling you, this is so huge.
They're preparing to initiate martial law and maybe even roundups. This is not a joke. It's the real deal.
But according to these U.S. Special Operations Command documents that Colonel Lastoria provided, Jade Helm has nothing to do with martial law, and U.S. Army personnel will not be used as domestic law enforcement. Colonel Lastoria confirms about 1,200 Army personnel will be involved in this 8-week around-the-clock training that begins July 15th. So why these 7 states? We're told the diverse terrain replicates areas special operations soldiers regularly find themselves operating in overseas and provides realistic training environments in terms of challenging terrain, distance, borders, and population density. But with concerns still lingering, Governor Greg Abbott ordered the Texas State Guard to monitor military personnel movements and training exercise schedules and ensure that safety and constitutional rights of Texans were not being violated. And what does Lubbock County's Director of Emergency Operations advise?
Have a plan. Just be ready for anything that happens. Don't be surprised, but don't jump to conclusions. I think there's been a lot of misinformation. I think there's been a lot of speculation and conjecture, probably because a lot of West Texas people don't trust the federal government. And I think that's kind of fueled it a little bit. But I haven't seen any evidence to make me think that Jade Helm is anything other than just a training exercise.
Now, if you still have questions regarding Jade Helm 15, check out our website. There you can find a fact sheet that addresses other concerns. Karen and Abner.
Thank you, Shaley.